Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for Golden State, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And a little extra at stake tonight, as this is the first game of the NBA Cup group stage for each of these teams.
And both coaches want to get that first win under their belt. With only 4 games in this stage, the tournament doesn't give you much room for error.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Pulls it from 20, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Curry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Pass to Curry. First quarter, just over a minute played. Back to Wiggins. Here's Jackson Davis. Lock at 6. Curry outside, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Now, here's Doncic, and he really played well against Denver.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And that one's good. Green.
How about the strength of Green? Bulldozing his way to the rim and finishing through contact.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts, and that's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. We're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
Thank you, David. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan. Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is Irving. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Wiggins finds Hield. Back to Wiggins. Curry on the wing. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Now, here's Washington. It's a three-point game. Moving against Curry. Launches a three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's the three. They get the rebound. Jackson Davis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Hield. Here's Jackson Davis. To the inside. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And he can't get the first one. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Kyrie Irving. Out to the right wing. Exum passes to Doncic. Back to Exum. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Here's Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got 8.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Out to the wing. Jackson Davis finds Wiggins. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And the shot is good. 10 points for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
There's a good screen. And a deep three from Curry. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Kyrie Irving. Exum is out there with Derek Lively. And it's Marshall in at the 4-man position. And some changes here for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Hield, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Curry. Now, here is Irving. Still scoreless. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Golden State on D. And they'll get another chance. Marshall passes to Grimes. And stolen by Melton. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, you have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be 3 guys. It has to be all 5. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game. Melton finds Kuminga. And the turnover again by Golden State. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Luka Doncic.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Clock at 4. And Kuminga throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Irving passes to Lively. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. They set the screen. And a wide open look for Irving. They get it back and finished off by Lively.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And it's blocked. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. And it's Irving missing.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Melton passes to Kuminga. Drops in the layup for 2. Kuminga's got 4 points this quarter. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one. And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Mavericks trailed by 3. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And this is game 1 of the group play stage of the NBA Cup. Teams are divided into 6 groups of 5.
And while those groups are randomly selected in a drawing, there is an attempt to kind of keep them balanced with teams slotted from different tiers based on their previous season record.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Driving to the basket. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. In third, the Mavericks.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. Because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Wiggins comes in for Moses Moody. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Peyton. And Curry subbed in for DeAnthony Melton.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Irving passes to Gafford. Green with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Just exploding up the floor. Hield gets out ahead in transition to secure a bucket.
Hield against Doncic. Outside Irving. Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Shoots the three. And they get it back. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And again for three.
And he's hit thousands of threes in this league.
Inching closer and closer to fifth place on the career triples list. Curry against Doncic. Curry on the drive. Nice D from Doncic. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Warriors lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if we can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Greetings all. Halftime is upon us and an entertaining game with the Dallas Mavericks battling away.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
You never know how long it will take for a rookie to adjust to the NBA game, but these guys have figured it out quickly.
Yeah, it's been a smooth start to the season for them. Look, we all know there are going to be bumps in the road as the other teams adjust. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Warriors leading by 3. In at small and power forward. It'll be Wiggins and Green. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now, here's Doncic, and Gafford throws it down.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic, as much as anyone.
And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one misses. Gregson's reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
And this is Irving's role, a natural scorer who understands when that mid-range J opens up, he's got to fire.
And here is Curry. He's got 11. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Doncic against Curry. Green with a screen on Doncic. Curry dishes to Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic outside. To the right side. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Curry with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Gafford sets the pick for Doncic. Knocks down the 3-ball. Doncic has got 15 points.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Outside for Curry. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Exum comes in for Irving. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That is his first foul of the game. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Here's Melton. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Marshall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now we're trying to build around those two guys.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. The triple! Doncic!
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Trace Jackson Davis.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Thompson in the corner. A miss that time. Would have put him up. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
With the step back. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Curry against Doncic. Kuminga, screen on Doncic. Good. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Kyrie Irving is out there with Exum, and it's Marshall in at the 3. Here's Curry into the lane. Curry, terrific play, doing it off the drive.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Pass to Exum. Here's Irving. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Oh, nothing phases Curry.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
They grab their own miss. And it's Washington missing. Warriors leading by 3. Payton kicks to Curry. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Dallas. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olin. David?
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge their defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Kuminga. Andrew Wiggins is checked in for Moses Moody. And Hield subbed in for Gary Payton. Lively, that's good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Curry is inside. Lively's there, and the wide open shot from Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
Green's floor stretching ability, one of the things that makes this offense so dynamic.
Pass to Irving. Now Lively, covered by Hield. Tries from the block, and another basket for Dallas.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Now here's Curry. That's tipped. Here's Grimes. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Wiggins passes to Green. Wiggins trying to free himself up. Basket counts. Green's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Here's Irving. Following the basket by Draymond Green. Open shot, Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors leading by 5. Now here's Curry. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Clever move by Curry, using the play to make room for a different shooter.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
So the first one drops, and that turns the lead to 6.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat
every night. Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Now here's Curry from deep. Green sinks the triple. Green's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Warriors.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Curry. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 8. Outside Irving. And here's Washington outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
So skilled at finding these opportunities and making these opportunities. Kyrie, he makes the right pass to the right guy at the right time.
Now here's Curry. 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Three-pointer heel. And it's Luka with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Oh, explosive move by Doncic.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
In the corner, it's healed and stolen by Thompson.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Wiggins with some nice D. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Hey, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
And the Mavericks call time here. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Takes a three. Wiggins with the rebound and an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. It's off. So we see the Warriors get the win here. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Stephen. How special is it to share your success with your family?
That's what it's all about, man. I know you know when your kids get to enjoy the game and the show, and it's fun. So I'm glad I did something good for them in the fourth quarter.
They'll remember all of it, I'm sure, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.